Those are arguments for another day. That shadow makes it look like I have a mustache. Let's move this. I'm not recording that again. So, being very new to rugby, I wanted to present this argument or discussion to all of you, my newfound rugby friends. For me, it was as simple as a Google search, but does that mean this is the case? No. So don't get angry at me with, that's not true. It's this guy. It's not him. You have no idea what you're talking about. I don't. And I admit that. I'm just going with what I pulled off the internet. Okay, so you guys feel free to disagree or agree. I have no idea who this guy is or what he can do, but all I know is his name is Antoine DuPont. He's French, and at least a decent collection of people talk about him being the GOAT. After looking at a picture of him, though, he looks really young. And I don't think that handle can be handed to anyone until their career is over. But the best? Maybe. You tell me. Greatest player of all time, best player of all time, who knows? BOAT, GOAT. I use the BOAT in my parlance as the best player of all time because I think there's a difference between someone who's the best and someone who's the greatest. I wanted to do a video on who was the best rugby player or who was the greatest. Do you guys think this guy's the GOAT? Or do you think he's the BOAT? Or, do you think he doesn't even belong in the conversation? I think I'm going to get answers all over the board from you folks, and I hope I do. So don't hold it against me. I just Googled it. I just Googled, best rugby player in the world just to see what came up. I stayed in the top 3 or 4 in the search was the same guy, so that's who I went with. If you guys disagree, please tell me about it in the comments. Be nice about it because I don't know about it for a newbie who's, I think I'm pretty tight with the rules now. I don't know all the nuances, obviously, of the game, but I think I'm getting it. So let's check out Antoine DuPont. So let's see what this guy can do.
Antoine DuPont, that is why everyone knows your name. Lovely awareness.
Absolute freak. A genius. He has no weakness in his game.
He looks pretty short in stature, kind of like a Messi. Childhood dream, make the World Cup. He looks pretty wide, though. Antoine DuPont. 1.74 meters at 86 kilograms. I got to look that up. Wow. Look at that effort. Oh, nice. A little bit as important those matches can be part of it gives me the chills. Now that's it, man. Like, that's a fan and a participant. I mean, that's somebody who loves the sport. Oh, yeah.
Yes, without question, he is the best player in the world at the moment.
You guys agree? Who's his? The Kemen? Oh, wow, nice. That was a nice little hand up. I don't think anybody expected him to give it up. He's fast for a short guy, isn't he? Oh, you saw it away. Oh. I gotta see that again, guys. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell whether he was the one who took his feet out from under him or he was the one who blocked him right at the try line. Is that what it's called, the try line? I don't want to say the goal line because I don't want to use football references here. I want to become a fan here. I want to become accepted by you guys. So let me pull this back just a hair to see that one again. Probably should have stopped to see which number he was. You know what I mean? That's him, yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotcha. So I'm pretty sure this guy took his feet out. Can you do that? You just... I mean, he didn't really tackle him anywhere except the feet. Nice straight arm. Wow. I'm surprised an NFL team hasn't offered him a $500 million contract as a running back or a... How do you get the ball? How did he get it? What, he used the force? I didn't even see the handoff. Oh, that guy can run, eh? Ah, splash in. Nice. Was that him going through everybody?
Wonderful take from Verhaag. Verhaag hits DuPont. DuPont.
Oh, that was a nice little pass, eh?
He almost called it. Well, there we go. Antoine DuPont. That is what you call an introduction to a game.
See, man, this is it's these moments right here where I only kicked it. I always forget you can kick it. Oh, that was nice. It's those scrums, guys, where I always it's like. Oh, that was nice. Just a little feathered kick. I was gonna make a hockey reference, but I'm just gonna shut my mouth and watch this guy. See, that's neat. Just to lob it over, and knowing that you've got you've got the ability to get there first. So right here, you guys have been really good at explaining questions that I have on the game. Explain to me a bit more about the scrum. Give me some nuance on the rules that are involved in that. What you can do, what you can't do, exactly how it works. A lot of Americans will say things like about hockey that they can't follow the puck, and it's like, well, first of all, how do you not follow a black disc on a white surface? But the second part is you don't look at the puck in hockey. You look at the player, and if you watch the players, you just watch the players, and you can tell where the puck is. So, but explain to me the scrum. Yeah, give me some info on that, people, please. Oh, this doesn't sound good. We got some ominous music here. I know enough French to know that that ain't good. Oh, it's Nigel Owens. See, you got it. There's Nigel. I love that guy. So what happened? I didn't see the injury. Oh, he just... oh, was that a knee? ACL? Yeah, he just stepped on it, and that, I think that was just his ACL that went. He just stepped on it. Yeah, you can see that swelling in his right knee. I'm assuming right knee.
Je me suis blessé, c'est sûr sur les coups t'es dégoûté et après 2 heures après j'étais en train de calculer qu'est-ce que j'allais manquer pour quand est-ce que j'allais revenir, quelles échéances il y allait avoir. Et bien sûr je savais que je revenais en octobre et après s'il y avait tournée de novembre, tournée destination et direct la Coupe du Monde derrière, donc j'avais pas non plus 6 mois pour me remettre en forme, être performant parce que après quand tu fais pas le tournoi juste avant la Coupe du Monde c'est compliqué d'être pris, donc c'est sûr que ça m'a donné un boost de motivation supplémentaire. Okay. Puis en plus le stade tournait bien, donc déjà j'avais vraiment envie de retourner sur le terrain avec vous parce qu'en plus ça jouait bien, donc voilà, c'était commencé à me démanger d'être en tribune, mais après c'est sûr que
yeah, that's what you want.
Même pas 12 mois après, ça m'a donné une motivation supplémentaire.
So you had about a year to get ready for the World Cup? Is that what you're saying? Who's his club team? I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know who his club team is or anything. So again, let me know, guys. And girls, because I know there's a few of you out there watching. I'm glad to have you here. So what do you got here? Okay, so this is going back a ways here. So this is 2017, all right? All right, we've got some time between then and now. So where's this guy now? Or does this video cover a lot more? I didn't look at the date. That was perfect. See, that wasn't just that. That was not only a nice, run by him. That was a nice pass. That's passing the ball where the guy's going to be, not where he is. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. The way he passes that ball reminds me a lot of a Canadian basketball player by the name of Steve Nash. He had a real subtle way of passing the ball. I'm not even a basketball fan, but he was fun to watch.
But the pass is what's so pretty. I mean, behind the shoulder pass.
I always love that dive into the end zone. I always love that. That's awesome. It's a bit more meaningful than in soccer, too. Then again, soccer's, players spend 80% of the time pretending that they're injured, and from what I see, rugby players spend 80% of the time pretending they're not. It's quite phenomenal that someone of his stature can, oh, wow. Someone of his height, can excel in a sport like this. Obviously, he's pretty thick. He's probably got legs like tree trunks, but see, I love that ability to kick the ball. I'm going to pause it again, but I think you guys will appreciate what I'm about to say. I've always said that football, like in my part of the world, American football, I don't know why they call it football. I don't know why. They barely ever kick the ball. It's only for field goals and conversions, and to start, to restart the play after a touchdown. Why do they call it football? It should be called handball. American handball. That's what it should be called. And then I thought, well, soccer, football, that's a sport worthy of football because you're not even allowed to touch it with your hands. But rugby, I got to tell you, if any sport I've ever seen, to kick the ball with the kind of skill, and this isn't to say that soccer players, that footy players are not skilled at kicking the ball, because I know they are. But the way that a rugby player has to kick the ball, that's not round, that's oval. Like particularly when you want to kick it for a guys, what's it called? Not a penalty kick. What the hell? I can't remember. But when you're just advancing up the field, it's not a conversion. The field goal equivalent. Forgive me for the football reference again. But when you're running up the field and you can kick it, through those uprights, you have to bounce it off the ground first and then kick it. You're going to bounce an oval ball off the ground. I throw a football. I look like an autistic 6-year-old. I can't throw a football for the life of me. A rugby ball either. I can't do it. To bounce one off the ground, to tap it on the ground and then kick it accurately. Wow. I mean, I could take a round ball and bounce it off the ground and probably get some decent accuracy with how far I could kick it. But the skill that rugby players have with their feet, I think, at least for me initially, went under the radar. Awesome. Does anybody think that part of the reason that this guy's been so touted as being so good is because he is so undersized compared to a lot of these guys? Do you think if he had the same skill and he was like 6'5", that he would be considered as much an outlier? I mean, he's got skills for sure. Well, that was nice. That was a nice little pirouette. He's got. He definitely has a tower of iron will. Look at that. See, okay. Yeah, that's... He can certainly think on the move. He can think on the move. See... Yeah, that's some incredible mastering of your own center of gravity. Like that's very impressive. That's the skills of an MMA guy, a wrestler, a football player, a rugby player, all mashed into one. That's amazing. You know, he always seems to be the one coming out. That's obviously it's a highlight reel of him, but so I'm assuming these highlights here are the World Cup. What's it say, 2022? Well, maybe not. A lot of French flags. Yeah, it's definitely the World Cup. Yeah, it definitely looks like a World Cup. That's insane. Look at those people. You know, they do hockey and, you know, at big outdoor, usually in baseball diamonds or football stadiums here. It's called the Winter Classic. Kind of takes hockey back to its roots where they play outdoors on ice. Players have toques over there. By the way, a toque is a winter hat in Canada.
On this day in hockey history,
it is a classic day for finally the first goal of the game in the late stages of the second period. Here it comes on Jonathan Bernier. Had to make the puck settle down. Still trying.
They'll wear toques over top of their helmets, just to keep their ears warm, because sometimes it's pretty cold when they're playing the outdoor games. But it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't. It's an NHL rink is only 200 feet long. So if you're in the middle of a baseball diamond in a baseball stadium, you can't see shit. You can just sit there in the stands and freeze your ass off and watch a jumbotron. You know, I'll sit at home with a coffee and Bailey's. Thanks. But for sports like this, like rugby and soccer and even American football, the game takes place on such a huge thing. I mean, it's conducive to massive crowds, which is just awesome to watch. That's a big crowd. There's the tears. I mean, you know, he was saying, he was talking about getting the chills, thinking about being in that moment. Like, that's cool to see. That's cool to see someone who loves their game that much. You gotta love kids planting their roots for,
There's no question about
sport.
it. He's an exceptional, talented player.
Rise above. Okay. Well, what do you guys think? Is he the GOAT? Do you think he's the best? Do you think he's the best in the world? I just don't know enough about the game or other players to make any kind of comparison. He sure looked good, and he sure looked like he had a passion and dedication for the game. And I haven't looked up anything else on him. I haven't checked any bio or anything like that. I mean, part of that video certainly was referencing 2017. So when was he drafted? Did they get drafted? There's another question. How do you make the big leagues? You know, like in hockey, there's really only one league. I know there's like the Swedish Elite League and there's the KHL in Russia and stuff like that. But you know, if you want to make the bucks, the NHL is the only place you're going to make them. So, but I know like sports like, you know, footy and rugby, they're truly international. So you got, you know, you have clubs and leagues all over the world. How does rugby work? Like, how does a player get noticed, first of all? And is there a way that a certain club or organization can acquire ownership of a player, say when they become of age, when they become an adult, when they turn 18? Is there any kind of a draft, or does the player just, you know, is it just, you know, free for all, just an open market? You know, when you're 18, you're just a free agent. You just sign with whoever you want to sign with. How does it work? Tell me that. So thanks for watching. Again, let me know what you think of this guy, Antoine DuPont. Is he the best in the world? I'm going to hold off and say that anybody who's still in the front nine of their career, I don't think you can call anybody like that the greatest, no matter how good they are, or at least it's really tough to. The best, maybe. Tell me what you think. Please leave a comment. Please like and subscribe, guys. If you're still watching the video, I love you. You're my favorite person in the world right now. You guys have helped blow up my channel so much, you rugby fans. And as you can see, I've been sticking with it. As long as you guys want to watch, I will keep doing these videos. Thank you very much. May you all always find water and shade. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, leave a comment. I try to answer as many as I can, but there's a lot flooding in. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with it? And I will be announcing the live stream soon, probably be the next couple of weeks. Thanks for supporting me. I love you all, and I will see you on the next one.